up on MCTV this week. See the Jamieson Center's annual Brunch and Fashion Show and colorful voices of praise's gospel explosion in honor of Black History Month. This week starts now. Hello and welcome to MCTV this week. For Denzel Johnson, I'm Lily Guillen. The Jamieson Center serves over 2,000 people in the Monmouth community. In order to help raise funds for the programs offered, they had their annual event with a Mardi Gras theme. On February 17th, the Jamieson Community Center held their annual fashion show and brunch at the Warren County History Museum. During brunch, people who found a baby in their king cake received a tiara and their choice from the door prizes. Raffle prizes included an iTunes gift card, apparel, and a wide variety of gift certificates to businesses in town.
But we have wonderful volunteers. We have volunteers, a lot of volunteers from the college. Some of them were in the lineup today. We had college students come and help us set up last night. We have people in the community who volunteer every day. Over 6,000 volunteer hours each year. That makes a huge difference in what we're able to do.
During the fashion show, volunteers modeled clothes and accessories that came from the Jamieson Center's thrift store. The program concluded with a 50-50 prize, and the winner donated the $88 they won back to the Jamieson Center.
So for us, this is our only fundraiser that we do for the year. So it's a way to provide some revenue for our programs, showcase our thrift store, which I think has a lot of really great things to offer our community, and invite people in to have some fun.
The Jamieson Center raised about $4,000 during this event.
Last Wednesday, the Dog Chapel was filled with the sounds of gospel music. Colorful Voices of Praise hosted their annual Gospel Explosion on Saturday, along with guest performers from Western Illinois University. CVOP sung, danced, and mimed a variety of praise and gospel. For more information, you can find the Colorful Voices of Praise of Monmouth on Facebook.
On Saturday, February 17th, Doll Chapel became a fashion runway for the annual Intercultural Fashion Show. During the event, students modeled outfits for 3 categories, including fun, flirty, and formal. Between each category, the audience answered trivia questions for prizes. Students also showcased their talents by reading original poetry, performing songs, and playing instruments. All proceeds from the $2 admission fee went to Umoja and Colorful Voices of Praise.
The celebration of love and diversity. We had fun tonight, so the next time we do this, more students should come out.
The event was sponsored by Poetry in Motion, the Office of Teaching and Learning, Intercultural Life, Colorful Voices of Praise, and Umoja.
Students and professors alike pooled their brain power for a good cause. Monmouth College Chorale Group hosted a trivia night fundraiser on the 17th to raise money for their trip to perform at Carnegie Hall. The team answered questions from 5 categories: movies, music, sports, American history, and Monmouth trivia.
We did not expect a turnout this large. We actually had to order more tables for the event, and we had to move, we had walk-ins that we didn't know were going to come in, so we had to add another extra table.
The trivia night raised approximately $600.
Taking a look at some events on campus this week. Tonight there will be a Great Decisions lecture on the U.S. global engagement and the military at 7:30 p.m. in the Center for Science and Business. ASCP will be hosting an escape room tonight at 8 p.m. in the Stockdale Center. Spring break will begin at the end of the day tomorrow and on Friday for half-semester courses. Classes will resume on Monday, March 12th.
Coming up after the break, we recap all Fighting Scots basketball action. Monmouth hosted its closing home basketball game of the 2018 season on Tuesday, the 13th, against Illinois College. Carly Turnbull and Shane Smith started the scoring for the Scots in the first quarter with 14 total first quarter points, as the game was knotted at 20 apiece after one. Becca Gallus helps out the Scots in the scoring department as she can't get her first shot to go, but with the excellent hustle by Yvonne Ornelas and Demi Johnson, Gallus is able to get a second try by taking advantage this time by making the driving floater over to the defender's outstretched arms. The Scots trailed at the halftime by a score of 39-33. The continued scoring with Turnbull and Smith was key for the Scots early as they helped spark a third quarter run by contributing to the team's first 8 points. Tia Robertson helped secure the late fourth quarter lead with the rebound and putback as the Scots made a comeback, outscoring the Blues 50-32, walking away with a series sweep over Illinois College. With a dominating second half performance, the conference win propels the Scots to 9th place overall for the season, and the win also marked a 2-game winning streak, the third time they would do so this year. The men also faced Illinois College that night in their regular season finale. The Scots started the game out fast, beginning with a 7-0 run with shots like these from Will Jones as he sinks the open three-pointer. However, Jones wasn't the only Scot who came out on fire behind the arcs as Justin Alua hits his first two, firing up the crowd and his team while also helping stretch the lead to 32-11 before the Blue Boys finally called a timeout. The Scots continued to show balanced scoring all half with a top-of-the-key three from freshman guard DJ Swift. As the Scots looked to close out the first half strong, late in the shot clock as time was ticking down, senior Paul Engo drives the ball to the basket, finishing with this finger roll. The Scots closed out the first half on top by 20 with a score of 52-32. The second half was much like the first, as this was all Scots, starting out with a 9-2 scoring run. Swift again draining the tray ball, this time from the left wing. Aluya and Batterman continued to bring a big man presence, banging in the layups. Jones banks in the contested fadeaway jump shot as IC calls its first timeout of the half. In the end, big senior play from Aluya, Jones, and Engo helped push the Scots to an 82-60 victory over the Illinois College Blue Boys, capping off a 6-game winning streak and at least a share of the Midwest Conference title.
We're chasing something more. We're trying to play deep into March. You know, where Coach said it best when he said he's trying to ruin our spring break plans. He wants us playing deep into the NCAA conference tournament or NCAA tournament. So.
On Friday, the Scots faced off against Lake Forest in the Midwest Conference semifinal play. Denzel Johnson has more.
The Scots came out ready to play as the Glenn Stadium was filled with fans in the student section. Early in the first quarter, Will Jones and DJ Swift rained threes to get the Scots some momentum. Late into the first quarter, the Foresters would lead by 8, with several mid-range shots from Haram Aslim, with the D draped all over him. The Scots began to become more aggressive on defense with this turnover that would lead into a fast. Foresters guard Jordan Morgan would step to the line after a foul, and an air ball from the free throw would lead the crowd into an uproar. The quarter ended with a score of 50-42. The second quarter, the Scots would find the rhythm and begin piling on the points. The stands would begin to scream from this amazing three by DJ Swift. The Scots would close the game with a series of free throws, and the Scots would take the win with a final score of 87-81.
Right now, it's just win in advance. You know, that's the important thing. With the quick turnaround, you know, we've been working all season. There's not a lot that you know, we're going to get significantly better at in that shorter turnaround. But tomorrow we got to guard ball screens better than we did early tonight. You know, we have to do a better job because Ripon does a does a great job running their offense, and it's heavy with wing ball screens. So we need to be prepared for that.
The Midwest Conference Championship will begin the next day against Ripon. Each team fought hard, racking up the points early on. Either team would deliver the knockout blow as the Redhawks would get this block on. Into the second quarter, Lamar Watson would take the charge so the Scots would receive possession. This wouldn't stop the Redhawks as they fired a three to stay in the game in the last few seconds of the quarter. The Scots would clinch the lead with Justin Alluya with 2 free throws. The final score was 79-76.
There's a reason we are where we're at. You know, there's a reason that we won the conference because we took those moments and, you know, we made the best of them every time. We executed our game plan down the stretch. We hit big free throws. That's the big thing. You know, you step up to the line, you knock them down. It's going to win games. Justin was huge for us down the stretch, knocking down free throws. Will was huge for us down the stretch, knocking down free throws. those are the type of things that guys got to do in order to win championships, and that's what we did.
After the win on Saturday and a guaranteed spot in the NCAA Division III tournament, the Scots waited for the announcement. On Monday, the team and fans gathered in the Stockdale Center cafeteria for the official announcement. After a misunderstanding when the Fighting Scots of Worcester were announced, our Fighting Scots found out they would travel to Wisconsin to face UW-Platteville Pioneers.
We're excited. You know, we knew we'd have to play a good team in the first round. You know, being able to go to Platteville, it's not too far away. I'm familiar with Coach Gard and his style after being at Whitewater for 10 years and coaching against him. So we're excited. We're just happy to be playing right now.
The first round of the NCAA tournament starts on Friday. That's it for sports. Here's the rest of the scores from the week. That's it for MCTV this week. I'm Tate Heupel.
And I'm Denzel Johnson. Please join us next week for a new edition of MCTV. And I'm Denzel Johnson. Please join us next time for a new edition of MCTV this week.
And I'm Lily Gann, and you can also watch us on the web by going to monmouthcollege.edu/MCTV. See you next time.